City of Santa Fe, March 4th, 2014, Mayoral Candidates. Question 7. If elected, what do you believe the biggest challenges are going to be for Santa Fe during your term in office, and what is your plan to address the issues, and where will you start? Roman Tiger Abeta.
The biggest challenge is going to be to get the City Council to focus on real initiatives that can have a positive impact on our citizens' lives. As mayor, I will personally reach out to each individual member of the council. I will ask them for a list of their initiatives, and then I will get together with my manager and my staff, and together we'll prioritize those initiatives based on the ones that are realistic and the ones that will have a positive impact on our everyday lives.
Patty J. Boucher.
Initially, the biggest challenge is going to be the selection of the city manager and department heads that can help provide the leadership and management skills necessary to carry out the vision and goals of my administration. Once my team is settled in, the first big challenge will be to review the over 600 revenue sources that make up the city budget and conduct a full audit and review of city projects and departments for efficiency, effectiveness, and compliance. We can then work together as a community to redirect and reprioritize our resources to tackle some of our most pervasive problems: drought and fire danger, drug addiction and drug-related crime, a deepening economic disparity, affordable housing issues and worker flight, and overall increasing needs and shrinking revenues.
Michael A. Deanna.
Most important areas right now, again, is social issues, homelessness, crime, drugs, runaways. These affect the budgets of every department. Fire, police, education, they're all being cut. And we have to have a hold on these areas. Otherwise, they're going to keep dipping into their reserves, and it's going to get back to the point where they'll have to ask the council for more money each year, and they won't be able to get it. We need to deal with social issues. We need to also realize that the police department, especially the police department, has to do a better job of reaching the youth. Community programs after school, maybe, to get them to realize that they're their friends. They're here to help them, not hurt them. And I think that the last but not least, we have to cut waste. We have to improve the economy in the winter months. Right now, everybody accepts the winter as downtime. Why? Why can't we look for ways to bring new revenue in the winter months? That would offset half the year's expenses. So the winter months, I would plan on trying to get more business here.
Javier M. Gonzales.
First and foremost, the next mayor needs to tackle a very difficult budget situation. The city has experienced declining revenues, largely due to the fact that we've had a recession that has taken money out of our economy through tourism, lack of tourism or the decline of tourism, and also the decrease in funding for government. We need to make sure that our budget, the city budget, is aligned to the needs of this community. We need to make sure that the money that we're spending has the maximum benefit to the people of this community. And while we're doing that, assuring that the people who are responsible for delivering the services to the people of Santa Fe are not only well trained, but they're well paid, that they're given the ability to grow in their positions, and in doing so, maximize the delivery of service to the people of this community. First and foremost, we need to develop a budget that is aligned with the needs of our community. The second area that we're going to have some potential challenges to grow our economy, in a way that doesn't require us to have to raise gross receipts taxes. I'm opposed to raising food tax, to passing taxes on food and prescription medication. I'm opposed to any type of regressive tax that would have an impact on some of our low and medium income families in our community. What I am in favor of is creating and focusing on creating high quality, good paying jobs so people can raise their families in our community. By doing that, we'll have an economy that generates revenues into the city, and the city will be able to use those revenues to focus on the most pressing needs of our community, protecting our neighborhoods, assuring that we're taking care of our senior citizens, and that we're preserving the natural resources for generations to come.
Rebecca Warsburger.
The greatest challenge facing the city of Santa Fe is honestly developing a sustainable financial plan, not only that addresses the immediate shortfall that's being created by Hold Harmless, but more importantly, focusing upon creating new long-term revenues for rebuilding our economy. I repeat, we must take a strategic look at the assets and services in our portfolio as a city, prioritize them, and develop revenue to support priority programs and services. We must make a distinction between funding programs as startups and funding them forever. One of my favorite mentors is a man who wrote a book on public policy called Memorials to Old Problems. We need to look at what we have historically done in all areas in the city and make sure that this remains a priority for current funding. Santa Fe cannot continue to fund Memorials to Old Problems. Resources must be strategically allocated to renewed priorities that will build our economy.
This is the end of question 7 for participating mayoral candidates.